We were dispatched from Warren County 911 Center for a service call of an animal stuck in a sewer drain. Upon arrival, we found I do believe it was the owners of the dog in the drain itself, trying to down the manhole in the drain, trying to get the dog out. So when we got there, the owner got out of the storm drain. Firefighter Monroe here jumped into the storm drain, located the dog about 20 feet from where we were at in the drain. We were also notified that the exit to the drain was approximately about 100 feet or so to the creek where we were at behind the houses. So he went in, found the dog. The rest of us went on to the creek side to see if we can locate if there was any access to the dog. Of course, it was very small. It was like a 10, 12 inch hole pipe basically, and we weren't able to access it. So there was a couple different options that we went through. We went through once of trying to push air in there, just kind of see if we could scare the dog up towards the manhole side. That didn't work. What else did we try?
We had treats, trying to see if the dog could smell the treats and go towards that, because the dog was also deaf and blind. So, well, partially deaf at least. We don't know how the full depth of his deaf is, but the homeowner said partially was calling. So we tried tapping on the pipe, you know, see if it would notice the vibrations and everything. But it seemed like every time the dog would try to move inside the pipe, because it was on an angle and slick, it was sliding slowly backwards every time it tried to move forwards. So then we were all trying to think outside the box and come up with another plan, something that would actually work. And about the same time, we all came up with about the same plan, as pushing a charged hose line up the drain and trying to push the dog out.
So this technique that we used is usually on a ice rescue or water rescue scenario, where we'll charge one of our 2.5 inch lines with air, and so on water and ice it usually floats across the water. So this was something that we're like, okay, well maybe we'll try this out, and we took a larger cap on the end, kind of almost the same diameter of that the tube, so we could kind of use it as like a plunger basically. And so we put 150 feet of hose on there and was able to get the hose up there and push the dog up to where he was able to reach him. And then
we tracked the dog out of the pipe and out of the manhole, and from what we hear from the owners of the dog is the dog's uninjured and everything perfectly fine, but still going for a follow-up vet visit just to make sure everything's okay. But the dog made it out unscathed.
When we get a call, it's an emergency to someone. It's not on us to make that decision, because, you know, when you got residents, I think there has a granddaughter there, they're upset. That's a good thing about what we do. You know, we're here, what can we do to make your day better? You know, fortunately it was just rescuing a dog, and no one, including the dog, was hurt. No property was lost. It's a good outcome.
Right, and it definitely, it's rewarding kind of doing these kind of calls, because you have to think outside the box and try something that you're not normally training on. You know, this isn't a scenario that we've ever really gone through, and how would we go about it? And so when we're there, we're just evaluating, what do we have to work with? How can we make this happen? So we collectively came up with a solution that I can't think of a better way we could have done it.